Hello, this is my review of the BR Class A3 462 Flying Scotsman number 60103 with the HM 7000 TXS XXX sound with the steam generator. Right, this is the second Flying Scotsman I've got. I'll show you my first Flying Scotsman. This is it over here. Now this one came in this Flying Scotsman train set. Now this is actually an LNER number 4472. This came, as you can see, with two LNER teak carriages, a circuit of track with a siding and a buffer, and a power, that's called a power track, and the old style controller. And this did have sprung buffers both front and back. Now this is an old version of the Flying Scotsman. This doesn't have much well, you can see detail, but it's not painted up. I've stuck a little driver or a fireman in there. This comes with fender pickup, so that's good, but this does not come with sound or the steam generator. When I've opened up my new Flying Scotsman, I will compare them both so we can actually see what they both look like together. With this new box, not much to see really. You've got the steam generator logo there, you've got the Flying Scotsman with the steam coming out there, and again on the side there, and I'll just show you what it says on the side here. If you want to pause and read that, then you can, and I'll move it across. I'll read out this tiny bit here. It says 1946 the Flying Scotsman was renumbered twice by the LNER to 502 and 103 and emerged from rebuilding to A3 specifications in January 1942. Railway nationalisation in 1948 saw the Flying Scotsman renumbered to 60103, while the following year BR painted the locomotive in express passenger blue livery. This was carried until a repaint into BR Green in 1954, a colour it would carry until withdrawal in 1963. And there's a bit more there, and then there's a bit about the National Railway Museum there, and then I've got this little thistle thing that says live for the journey, not the destination. I'll just show you the side of the box. R3991SS. I'm not sure what the SS stands for. Super Steam. I don't know, I've just made that up. BR A3 class Flying Scotsman with steam generator, die cast footplate. Oh, that sounds good. And flickering firebox here for. That's also good. The flickering firebox. Okay. DCC fitted 21 pin connection. Now let's open up because we've seen everything on the outside of the box. I do like this new style of the box with this foam, makes it really posh. We've got the paperwork, let's have a look at the paperwork. A1A3 steam generator, operating and maintenance instruction. We've seen this like a zillion times. General routine maintenance, running hints, opening up, lubrication, DCC decoder and sound fitting. Shows you how to open up the tender, and you can put the decoder in and the blanking plug in. Accessories, you've got the driver and the fireman figures. You can got the coupling bar with guard irons, you've got the drain cocks, got wheel axle assembly, you've got the brake rods, coupling assembly, telling you steam reservoir filling, running and emptying. I think it's 3 grams if I remember from last time. I can't see it, but I'm sure it's 3 grams to fill it up with. Oh yeah, do not exceed the reservoir max capacity of 3mm. Oh, well, nearly got that right. And on the back it says connect with Form B spare parts and service, so it's just that. And then we've got about the decoder manual. I've already made a video about this, so I'll put a link to this already somewhere on screen or down below, just so you can see how to do this. This is really easy to do, and you've got all the sounds and things, so that's that. Let's take her out of the ice box. I can already see the accessories straight away. I can see we've got 2 men, got the fireman and the driver, got the brake rods, got spare wheels, we've got there's a coupling, yeah, there's a spare chain coupling in there. Maybe, I think there's spare steps and drain cups, whatever it was. Can't remember what it's called now. And a few other bits and pieces. And then we've got the Loco itself. Oh, this is the Pipette. You fill this up. You get your little small container of water. You dip the end into the, I think that, yeah, and then I think that's like a little lid bit, that bit. And then you just dip that into the water and you squeeze and you get 3mm. Then with the Flying Scotsman, you got this little bit here. Let me do a close-up. That means to confuse you, I've got a black 5 with a steam generator, and on the black 5 you took a smoke box door off to fill it up, but you don't on the Flying Scotsman. You've got this little tab bit here, don't know what to call it, don't know if you can actually see that. See that little lid, and you've got a small little hole there. So then what you do is you fill it up just in there, like so, that tiny little hole just there. And once it's filled up, you put this little bung, maybe that's what it's called, back in there, like so, and it's filled up again. And do it up close and personal. Don't know why I'm saying personal for. Not really a person, it's a locomotive, so maybe I should say something like up close and locomotiveable, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so we have got, I told you about how to fill it up. You just pull off the tender, just gently pull it apart, and you can see you've got that little clip thing there. I'm not sure what you want to call it, but it's got very good detail. 1 second, hopefully you can see that better. It's all painted up. You can even see the dials right at the back there, brake rod, all the little handles, all the pipe work's been painted all correct colours, and that's apparently that's a firebox glow just in there, just that there, so hopefully that will light up. I can't see any cab lights, I don't think there's any cab lights, but it's very good detail. I'll stick the 2 men in soon. Got the builder's plate just there. I can't see any glue marks. Very good lining. The handrail has been added, been fitted. You can just see through, got a little gap there where you can see straight through. You can see my hand on the other side. Just telling you it's DCC fitted on the bottom and the Hornby logo. No detail on the bottom. The smoke box door on the front there. Got just like the old FS, it's got sprung buffers. Very good detail. I can't find anything wrong with it. Same with the tender. Got the British Railways line there, got the steps again, got the sprung buffers, got two, I think you can take the not sure, but I think you might be able to take this coal out, I'm not 100% sure. There's 2/3 coal, and in the real life that you can't put water in there for real. I don't think, no, that doesn't come off. And then to reconnect the tender to the loco, you've got that little slit just there, and you just be very careful because it's very fragile, and you just push them back together again. So it looks like that again. Okay, let's compare them both then. Well, obviously the numbers, that's my old one, 4472 number, and that's the LNER number, because obviously that's the LNER loco. And then years later, when it turned into the British Rail, with the British Railways logo there, it's now been numbered to 60103. You've got the builder's plate just there. There's a place for the builder's plate, but there's actually no builder's plate there. The lining's different colour. You can see that's a white lining, and that's like a browny red lining. Again, on the loco, it's got the same colour, like browny red colour, and that's a white. The connection's different, so I've just shown you that you have to push it. I've got that little plate thing, and then on this one, you've got a little stick thing, and you just poke through that hole there. On the top, slightly different as well. You can tell. The air vent, there's no air vent on here, but there's two. The air vents both can open and close. You can have them both closed, both of them open, or you have one closed and one open. I'm not sure can't sure what this is called, but that's different. That's round, that's more a longer shape. They've both got this little bung, but this doesn't come off, don't think, no. But on this one it does. That's where you put the water in, like I showed you. Oh, the coal's different. Definitely this coal does not come out for definite. I'm still not, yeah, I think this coal does come out somehow. And also, neither Gresley, so the loco doesn't have to stop at station so the crew can change. There's a little secret door. Well, I don't know if secret's the right word, but there's a door on the end of the tender here, you can see, and then there's a very thin corridor goes across there, and then underneath the coal there, and then the door opens just there, so the train doesn't have to stop. And then on the bottom, see this, on this tender the back wheel can rivet left and right, but this one can't. I think that's about it really. This has that little, maybe it's a brake rod on there, I'm not sure, but this one doesn't. Well, the front bogue is like this little metal bar, and this one has a little spring, so that's slightly different design. So apart from that, they're both different versions of the Flying Scotsman. I was going to tell you how many different versions of the Flying Scotsmans had made over the years. Now I say decades, but I've just been on a horn before and they told me it must be thousands. So I'll give you a link on the Hornby Guide website, and then search for, just put in the Flying Scotsman in the search bar and you can see for yourself there's absolutely hundreds and hundreds of different versions they've made of the Flying Scotsman. It's unbelievable. Anyway, let's get this loco up and running. I think we've seen the box and the locos enough. Let's see them running now. Welcome to JJ's test track. I've gone to the HM7000 app and I found the link for it, so I presume I've scanned it, so I linked device, so it's found it. Loco profile detector. Would you like to fetch and import the latest locomotive profile function map? And you always say yes. Imported profile data. So no image set. So you add an image, edit. I'll just quickly do this offline. Right, I've added a photo to it and I've called it the BR A3 class Flying Scotsman. So now put it back onto the control. Add sound. Oh, hang on, let me add some water to it before I do anything. I'm back in a second. So you have to undo this little bung. Put a bit of 3 grams of water. I hope that's enough. Put the bung back on. Okay, so I put that bung back on today. I don't know if you can really notice it, but it's back on. I hope I've put enough water in there. Sound on. Multiple whistle 1. Multiple whistle. I don't think it's got any lights on it. No, I can't see any lights, only the glowing firebox glow. That's the only light I can see. I don't think it's got any front lights. Right, this is it. First maiden voyage, so let's get it going then. Can't see any steam just yet. That's coal shoveling. Guard whistle. Maybe let's give it a few more goes, and if not I'll add some more water. See the firebox glow there. Let's have another look at this firebox glow. I'll see if I can get it in a better position for you. There you go. You can just see the firebox glow just in there. That orange just there. That's the firebox glow. That little orange thing you see flickering, that's the firebox glow. I might need to add some more water in a second. Once again you can see the firebox glow in the back of the tender. That's what it would have looked like in the back of the tender. See where it's all orange. It would have got really hot and sweaty in the back of these steam locos in the cab. Now I've just noticed that it says Scotland the Brave. Let's see what that sounds like. So that was Scotland the Brave. Okay. Okay, that's enough testing now. Let's put it upstairs in my MMMR. I've just noticed it's starting to steam. Maybe it took a while for it to warm up, maybe perhaps. So let's just try this one more time. Did you see that steam? Oh, you can see the steam. Maybe it took a while for the water to warm up, maybe perhaps. There we go. You see the steam coming out now. Hopefully you can just see the steam coming out now. Oh, we finally got it, finally done it. See the steam coming out now. Okay, let's bring it back and then go upstairs. see the steam coming out now. So we've heard the noises with the sounds and we've seen the steam. So let's now go upstairs to my NMR. To the Midland Model Railway. The triple MR for sure. I'm going to give you a driver's eye view. This is my new Flying Scotsman on my upline. Just to confuse you, that's my old Flying Scotsman on the downline. I don't know how well this is going to work because some of my locos don't like my MMR. So I'm going to place it down on my new loco. So you might see some steam. So let's see how well this may or may not work. Okay, we've got sound and we've got steam. Can you see the steam? I can. very straight, very small. Forward a tiny bit more. A bit more maybe. Let's go backwards. Well, that was my review of the BR A3 class Flying Scotsman with steam generator with the HM7000 TXS XXX sound. And you can see it steaming. Well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you, bye.